The Lord be with you. Do you have any pets at home? We have some pets at my house. This is our aquarium, and this is where our fish live. Right now we have 7 fish. And actually, this little black one swimming around, where's he at? Let me see. He's swimming around here somewhere. You'll see him. He's actually a shark. His name is Sharky. So this is all the fish and shark that lives in our aquarium. There he is on the bottom. Now, we made the commitment when we adopted these fish that we were going to take care of them the right way. Now, how do we take care of them? We have to give them food. What do we think they eat? Let me see. Do you like cheeseburgers or hot dogs or pizza? No. In fact, the one was just swimming back and forth like he's saying no. They eat fish food, and they eat food that's specially made for them. And as their owners, it's our job to know that that's what they like to eat. And that's what we need to feed them, because we need to care for them the way that they need to be cared for. Also, we need to clean the tank. We need to make sure they have enough water, that it hasn't evaporated out. We need to make sure the water's clean and the right temperature. And we need to make sure that they're healthy and well cared for. And if anything goes wrong with them, we need to figure out what it is and how to make it better. They fully rely on us because we made that commitment. And they know that they belong to us, that we are their humans. Now, fish aren't the only pets we have in our house. So let's go meet some more. So these little critters are our guinea pigs. These is Millie and Charlotte. Millie is the brown one and Charlotte is the white one. And this is the cage they live in. Now, just like the fish have an aquarium, the guinea pigs have their cage, and it's just for them. It has everything they need. And then it's our job to make sure we replace everything they need. They need their cage cleaned. They need food. They need water. They need toys and treats. They need to get out and play and run around. And we let them get out of the cage and run around the house and run around our room sometimes. They like to play on the bed. It's important for us to know how to take care of them and to know what it is they need, because just like the fish, we made a commitment to take care of them because they're unable to care for themselves. Now, they don't always know what they need, but we know what they need because we learned, because we made that commitment. And they know that they belong to us, and they know that they're safe here with us. And aren't they super cute? They're nice and fluffy, and they like to run around and do stuff and play. Now, their care is very different than the fish because they have different needs. But it's our job to know how to care for them the right way. And this little fluffy guy is our dog, Sam. Now, a lot of you have met Sam before, and actually Sam showed up in an epic video about a month ago. Now, Sam is our dog, and Sam needs cared for in a completely different way than the fish and the guinea pigs. Sam doesn't have an aquarium or even a cage. Sam just gets to hang out in the house like we do. Sam sleeps in Morgan's room. He has his bed in there. Sam eats dog food. He has his food dish and water bowl in the kitchen. Sam needs to be let out in the backyard to use the bathroom. And it's important that we know how to care for Sam just like we care for the other ones, because everybody needs cared for a little differently. Our care for the fish is different than our care for the guinea pigs, which is different than our care for Sam, and which is different than how we care for each other, the humans in our house. Now, it's a really special opportunity to be able to care for somebody, whether it's caring for pets or playing pretend and taking care of your toys or pretending they're your pets or your baby dolls. Caring for each other is one of the best ways to show God's love, because God put us all on earth to take care of each other and to be kind. Now, in our story today, Jesus talks about being the good shepherd. Now, what do we know about a shepherd? A shepherd takes care of sheep. And back in the days when these stories were written, sheep farming was very, very big. There were lots and lots of sheep, and there were lots and lots of shepherds. but some were better than others. And what Jesus is explaining, that he is the good shepherd. He is the one that takes care of us the way we need to be taken care of. So let's listen to our story. See, Sam, do you want to sit down here? There you go. This comes from the book of John, chapter 10, verses 1 through 18. And I'm going to read from the Message version of the story because I like how it explains it. So let's listen. Let me set this before you as plainly as I can. If a person climbs over or through the fence of a sheep pen instead of going through the gate, you know he's up to no good. A sheep rustler. The shepherd walks up to the gate. The gatekeeper opens the gate, and the sheep recognize his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he gets them all out, he leads them and they follow because they are familiar with his voice. They won't follow a stranger's voice, but will scatter because they aren't used to the sound of it. Does that sound like our pets? Do our pets know who we are? Jesus told this simple story, but they had no idea what he was talking about. So he tried again. I'll be explicit then. I am the gate for the sheep. All those others who are up to no good, sheep stealers, every one of them. But the sheep didn't listen to them. I am the gate. Anyone who goes through me will be cared for, will freely go in and out and find pasture. A thief is only there to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they can have real and eternal life, more and better life than they ever dreamed of. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd puts the sheep before himself, sacrifices himself if necessary. A hired hand is not a real shepherd. The sheep mean nothing to him. He sees a wolf come and runs for it, leaving the sheep to be ravaged and scattered by the wolf. He's only in it for the money. The sheep don't matter to him. I am the good shepherd. I know my own sheep, and my own sheep know me. In the same way, the Father knows me, and I know the Father. I put the sheep before myself, sacrificing myself if necessary. You need to know that I have other sheep, in addition to those in this pen. I need to gather and bring them too. They'll also recognize my voice. Then it will be one flock with one shepherd. This is why the Father loves me, because I freely lay down my life. And so I am free to take it up again. No one takes it from me. I lay it down of my own free will. I have the right to lay it down. I also have the right to take it up again. I received this authority personally from my Father. Now, who's talking? Who is saying that they're the good shepherd? It's Jesus. Jesus is explaining that. Now, is he talking about sheep? Is he talking about being a shepherd of sheep? No, he's talking about us. He's talking about caring for us the way we need to be cared for. Just as the sheep recognize the shepherd's voice, that he is the right person to take care of them, we recognize Jesus as being the right one to take care of us. And just how maybe I need to be cared for differently than you need to be cared for, God knows that. And God knows that because he created all of us. God knows how we each need to be cared for. And sometimes that changes. When we're babies, we need to be cared for differently than when we're children, and when we're teenagers, and when we're adults. But God knows that, and God has it taken care of. So what I want you to remember this week is it's our job to take care of each other. It's our job to know how to take care of each other, the ones we've committed to for caring, our family, our pets, our close friends. It's important to do that. And it's also important to remember that God takes care of us. God takes care of us no matter what is going on in the world. When things are good, when things are not so good, when things are scary. Our good shepherd never leaves us. God never leaves us.
Today for Worship Arts, we're going to sing a song that I bet you already know. Let's find out. He's got the whole world in his hands. know that one? I bet you do. And if you don't, today's a great day to learn it. So, we talked about Jesus being our good shepherd and God creating the whole world and taking care of the whole world. Now, that's exactly what this song talks about. Jesus knows how to take care of us the way we need to be taken care of, just like that good shepherd. And God never leaves us, anybody in the whole world, you, me, our friends, our family, and people we don't even know. Because God loves the whole world and does have the whole world in God's hands. Now, when we've sung this song before, we've added extra verses. We sing a verse about the little bitty baby. We've sung a verse about you and me. It goes you and me, brother, then you and me, sister, you and me, friends. And I think today we should add a verse about our pets because we talked about our pets today. We can go, he's got the dogs and the cats. He's got the fish and the guinea pigs. He's got the hamsters and the turtles. And you can add any other verses you want. Let's sing together and have some fun. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 He's got the itty bitty baby in his hands. He's got the little bitty baby in his hands. He's got the little bitty baby in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got you and me, sister, in his hands. He's got you and me, friends, in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the dogs and the cats in his hands. He's got the fish and the guinea pigs in his hands. He's got the hamsters and the turtles in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Whole world. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 I love that song. It's one of the first songs I remember learning at church. And I think it's wonderful to remember that God's got the whole world in God's hands. No matter what else we're going through, God's in control. So I want you to sing this song this week. Teach it to your parents, teach it to your friends, teach it to your brothers and sisters, and even your pets. Remind everybody that God has the whole world in God's hands.
For family time tonight, I would like you to do something a little bit different. For your prayer before your meal, I would like you to read together the 23rd Psalm. Now, Psalms are a book of the Bible that are made of songs and praises to God. They're not true stories, they're poems, and they're used with music, without music, for praising God. Psalm 23 is a very popular psalm. It also fits right in line with our Good Shepherd. So I want you to read that tonight before dinner. If you'd like to read it again the rest of the week before dinner, it might be a good idea too. I hope you found your table questions. They're in the comment or in the description section of this YouTube video. They're also in the email and they're on Facebook. So get your table questions, cut them apart, and have some discussion about it. So let's do one now. Do this one. How are we like the sheep? Why do we need a shepherd to guide us? That's a great question. So let's start with, how are we like the sheep? Well, we're like the sheep where there's a whole lot of us, and we rely on the shepherd to take care of all of us. Sheep are pretty smart, and we're pretty smart. And the sheep sometimes need help knowing which way to go. I know I need help knowing which way to go. Do you? Now, why do we need the shepherd? We need the shepherd to keep us safe. We need the shepherd to lead us. We need the shepherd to show us the right way to go. We have so many choices, and we want to make the right choices. We want to make God's choices. So in order to do that, we need to look to our Good Shepherd. So I'm very thankful that we have our Good Shepherd. Now, when you have dinner tonight, remember, you have a busser, a server, a sweetie pie. Always pray, which tonight we're going to do the 23rd Psalm, and always thank the cook. When you're taking care of something and you commit to caring for a pet or family or friends, sometimes that means giving them what they need. And today, Sam needs to be on my lap a lot. So he's going to be here for this part of the video too. For recreation, I want you to play a game. I want you to remember how the shepherd leads the sheep. Now, sometimes the sheep don't see very well, and sometimes they do, but they follow the sound of the shepherd's voice because they know that that is their shepherd. You only need one other person to play this game, but you can have as many as you want. One person keeps their eyes open, and everybody else closes their eyes or uses a blindfold. Remember, no peeking. Now, the one with their eyes open, they're the shepherd. It is the goal for the shepherd to lead the sheep from one place in the house to another place in the house. Maybe they're telling them to walk, go right, go left, go forward, go backward. I don't recommend using any steps. Just stay on one floor of the house, but try to make it from one place in the house to another place just by listening to the sound of the shepherd's voice. Now, you can play this as many times as you want, and you can even go outside and do it. It'd be really fun to do in the safety of your backyard. Make sure you're not near the street, but it's the shepherd's job to keep everybody safe. Now today, I would love to go outside and show you how to play this, but it's so windy, you wouldn't be able to hear me in the microphone. So I want you to go outside if you can, or stay in the house if you need to, and play a game where someone's a shepherd and the rest of you are sheep. Have fun! As you can see, no matter where I sit down today, Sam's going to join me, and that's okay. Now, it's really comforting to know that we have somebody taking care of us, right? It's nice that we get to take care of people and pets, but we have to remember we're also very well taken care of. We have our good shepherd, and we have the people in our lives that God has given us to take care of us. We've all needed care. And we all have people in our lives that are gifts from God. Now, this Sunday is Mother's Day. And Mother's Day is a great time to show your appreciation for those who have taken care of you. Maybe it's your mom, your grandma, your aunt, your sisters, your cousins. We've all been well cared for because we've been given the right people from God. And this weekend is a great time to show our appreciation for that. So make sure whoever is in your life that's been taking care of you, make sure you make them something for this Sunday. Make them a card, a thank you card. Hi. A thank you card is a wonderful way to show your appreciation. It can be homemade. You can write something for them. You can draw them a picture. You can do whatever you want, and they're going to love it because they love you. So let's thank God for all of the gifts that we have because of God to take care of us. Will you pray with me? Fold your hands, close your eyes, bow your head. Dear God, thank you for our good shepherd. And thank you for the people you have given us to take care of us. Help us to remember that you have the whole world in your hands. Amen. All right, have a good week.